Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel and welcome back to the Diablo 2 Hardcore Modded run. In the last episode, we made it through the passage, the underground passage, but I ended the episode without finding the waypoint. So we have the map saved, but I have to fight my way back through because I wasn't able to go and continue just yet. But so far, Throwing Mastery seems to be doing okay. We had just kind of leveled up right at the end, and we're still sticking with this, trying to do a dexterity focused kind of build. Double Throw doesn't really have a big mana requirement, so I don't need to invest too much in energy, and if I get a little bit of mana leech, I might be okay. But if I remember correctly, yeah, we've still got an inventory full of stuff to organize. So let's see what we got. I don't have any spare potions, so I might buy some replacements. I do have some purple ones, which I might just hold on to for a little bit. We can sell that. We can sell that. We're gonna need a lot more of these. Hopefully I make my money back on it. These are red because I can't use them. Plus on to maximum damage. That's not very good. So that's... Yeah, did I want to... Is this better than having 2 javelin? I mean, surely it is. But I think it only matters for double throw. You can sell that. You can sell that. Requirements useless. Life useless. This is mostly junk. Maximum damage. 5% poison resist is probably better. And I can just hold onto these. And I have some small charms. Seems fine for the moment. I'm curious to see how the dagger does. I'm not that far away, fortunately. It's cool watching it penetrate and then put lightning damage on a few different things, like, which is the thing that I know means it has penetrated through. Yeah, the zombie ran at me and then didn't even attack me. Oh, it's a minion too. Okay. Wow, I'm clearing these pretty easily. Did I get like a huge power boost since I was here last? I don't think so. I guess I leveled up in the... So I'm at 11. One more level and I get the double throw. I guess I leveled up while I was in the passage, but I didn't expect it to make this much of a difference. Alright, let's keep moving. I can just melee things if they become a problem. I forgot to buy the teleport charm. I'm gonna go back and buy the teleport charm. Because it's kind of relevant. Not that I need teleport, but it gives me like 9% additional experience, which is kind of relevant. Yeah, also this. So I think I do just grab both. I don't know if the melee splash charm is actually very good or helpful for us. Let's fix my green screen slightly. But having it means I get a little bit of extra XP, which I think is worth it for us. Yeah, this guy I gotta kill. There we go. But also I'm intending on being ranged. Oh yeah, see the splash? The little ring that comes out? Yeah, I guess I had not run a melee thing before to see it in action. Someone has fanaticism. Okay, had. I still feel pretty strong with a double hit even. That's positive. Oh, there's a lot of people here. How good is melee splash? Very good? Or am I just strong? No, it feels like the answer is very good. Okay, let's go into the passage. Let's walk the shortest route. Shit. Yeah, that stings a little. Take the reduce. Oh yeah. Teleportation, huh? I want to look at the map. Okay, we want to go around and up. Yeah, so I think actually if I'm getting crowded, it's much easier to clear them like this. Even though it says you do like 1/3 damage, it's still pretty good. So that's sick. That's something I should have bought when I was doing the Den of Evil, because the big problem is I was just getting crowded. And if I'm not getting crowded out, okay, I want to go left. Just gonna be mindful of my mana as well. I don't have any mana leech yet. I'm still going the right way, okay. I'm really close to a level up and then I can get my actual skill that I care about. Which would be good. Ooh, that's so sweet. Alright. I really can't tell if I'm strong or not. Because it feels like I'm strong. But then only one other character has made it past level 24. So it's like, am I really doing good? Oh, interesting. Okay, taking a couple hits from these archers. I think dodge missile would be really good on the barbarian. I'm about to level up, which will give me more experience points. But the thing I want to do is fill my belt. Okay. There it is. Okay, let's grab double throw and let's put on left hand throw. That's kind of funny. Double throw. I want double throw on the W. And we want to use shout because we haven't been using shout. We've been forgetting. And then we can do stat points. And then wait, I have the spare. Do I want to put something into the mastery? Yeah. You can all go away. Okay. We're throwing twice. I have no idea how good that is. How much does this cost? 2 mana also. Interesting. I need to get mana leech like relatively soon, I think. Or I should just kind of keep an eye out for it. Or like mana on kill. If I get like 2 mana on kill, then I become mana neutral. Is that how that works? Wolf head over here. Okay, so if I try to do the melee attack and I have no mana, he will just do a basic, but he won't just throw basic if I try and do the special throw. Interesting problem to have. It just means I'm kind of limited for the moment. if I have 2 daggers instead of javelins, maybe it'll be kind of fast? Is that the vibe? Yeah, so I feel like backtracking wasn't actually that bad. It did give me the level up that I wanted. I only got amp damaged. And I'm out of mana already. That's kind of to be expected. Because I have like no recovery in the kit whatsoever. I'm still kind of grappling with like how I'm supposed to run this character. If I just like run out of mana immediately, what am I doing really? Is that a rare? Oh, multiple shots? More like multiple snot, am I right, fellas? Alright, well, I think I am just gonna be running it with my just stabbing them instead of actually throwing stuff until I get my mana regeneration under control, but I don't seem to be suffering that much. Sabotage, okay. My inventory's not full yet, we're fine. Oh, another rare. Yeah, the ratio of unique monsters is being cranked a little bit, which I think is cool. Means we're encountering some more more opportunities for good loot drops and more XP per minute, which I think is the main bit. Yeah, let's get some of that splash in there. I still feel like I'm slow. Not slow. Maybe because I'm just not using my main thing, it feels like I'm struggling. Oh, I'm not going there just yet. Well, waypoint wasn't that hard to find. What I need to find is the tree. Okay, I got to throw one thing. Oh, these guys hurt. One of the upsides of using the rejuvenation potions is using mana. Oh, these guys feel like a truck. Did I just miss like all of that? It looked like I just missed everything. I gotta fill up my belt again. Cool. I also think because the PS ratio is still like kind of low, it doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter that much. I'm not using ranged right now, which I think is fine. As long as I'm clearing and I'm not under threat of death. That's the main thing. How does it take me so long to recover to 2 mana? I mean, I know I'm spending it with my left click, but like, still. Let's just like change this to throw. And then we just like double throw when we have mana or something. Which is gonna mean we're gonna have a lot of like lost inputs where I'm walking instead of attacking. I can't do anything about that. Okay. Seems fine though. Yeah, also it's only the javelin. Is the Javelin more or less? Much more. Alright. It doesn't even do anything fancy, it's just ethereal. Okay. Spending all my mana on an attack that just completely misses everything. I can't even tell if I'm going in that direction. The tree is one of the few places that, like, doesn't have a map. Like a big old long path that points to it. Everywhere else you can kind of just follow the path. So I end up wandering around a little bit. That's not that bad. Like, the XP per minute seems good. Considering I'm only doing half a job of killing things. Do I want to come down here further? No. It's a dead end. I also wonder if I'm just gonna donut the fucking special tree entirely. Wouldn't that be funny? So I like doing a perimeter to try and find stuff, but like normally the things I'm looking for are exits, which are on the perimeter by the nature of their existence. This random tree can be anywhere. At least level 12. But I'm kind of excited to see how this barbarian will play out. And now that we see it kind of in action, and I know the mana cost is really low, and that's a good thing that we can solve. I think if we can get 2 throwing daggers, or like cheap. I think the thing I need is attack speed, but I think I can get some extra attacks with stuff like fanaticism. So it might not be essential to have a faster, like a super fast attack speed weapon. Ah, we found it. Bloody brutes are easier to find than a tree, which is crazy because it's something that should be visible on the distance. You out of inventory space. Okay, give me the hat. I also have to be able to pick up the scroll. Shit. Can you just kill all those guys real quick? We can drop this. We can drop that. Let's see, that'll do.
This tree is one of a kind.
Yeah, it has a map in it. Not many other trees have maps in them. Do you have Mana Leech? I think Chassis might have it. Attack speed, attack rating, damage, Mana Steel. 300,000. That's 10 times the amount of gold I have currently. Okay. It's not impossible, but it will just take a while. Keep that. Poison resist. Just stack a bunch of poison resist stuff. For the Endarial fight. Maybe that's socketed 3, sure. Get some value out of my identify scrolls, hopefully. This is not good. Jewel. 20 poison damage. Wait, does my follower have socket stuff? Yeah.
I can't use that.
I know, it's a jewel, but have you considered? More amp damage. We got a bunch of stuff that casts amp damage,
Greetings.
which is curious to me. slot. Oh, yeah, go and get Kane. Alright, let's go back to the stony field. Stones are by the entrance, which is... Oh, Jesus. I feel like this attack speed is pretty quick. Compared to, like, single attacking. But I suppose I'm pausing between each throw normally. Because I'm not usually shift attacking. But I still think the dagger speeds it up quite a bit. Let me go this way. And then level 13 is almost upon us. We will surely get it in Tristram. I feel like my clear speed is pretty good with the double throw. We got a throwing knife. Because it's just fast attack speed. They're both fast attack speed. They're both the same attack speed. But it feels so much slower. Okay, so if I get plus 25% damage compared to 8% attack rating, 5% damage, 1% critical strike, 2% pierce. Yeah, I think we focus. Oh, 24 is when I get the new cry. We gotta keep that in mind. That's fine. Alright. Yeah. Let's look, what's my damage? 88. Do I need to increase the mana pool? I don't think so. And my attack rating is pretty good, so maybe it's fine. I don't think I'm going to get much more pierce rating out of the mastery. I think it's going to slow down drastically. So getting like 1 level in the Amazon pierce skill, which gives 30%, might go a long way. I don't have a key. Right, here's the stones. Let me just throw all my spears into a tree real quick. That's why I'm here. I'm the guy that throws spears into the tree. Your tree was lacking spears. Okay, didn't really drop anything good, but that's fine. Alright, I have a pot here. I'll grab more mana. Let's go.
The land here is dead, lifeless.
Okay. Gotta watch for Griswold. I also don't want to empty my mana pool fighting him specifically. Okay, nothing good drop there. Gotta watch out from up in this top left corner. There's a couple of unique packs. Look at that XP bar jump as I clear him out. Is his name Blood Poison? Okay. Isn't all poison blood poison? What? Isn't, like, fucking up your blood the thing that poison does to kill you? Okay, yeah, my damage per second is kind of cooked. But if he's slowed down, he's not that much of a threat. And also, he's aggroed my follower, not me, so this is kind of free. Ah. He didn't really drop anything good, though. Okay. I love spending all of the mana I have and then missing all of my projectiles. Oh, God, I gotta start using shift attack. Because I just keep running up at him. And I don't want to be doing that. The whole point of ranged is not standing next to them and dying. I have to pick up all this stuff. I have to go back to town, like, anyway. Let's get that MP2. Okay. But, like, this looks like a pretty good clear speed, right? Like, especially if I get the penetrate and I start clearing packs with like that kind of speed, then we should be pretty good. That's kind of what I'm hoping it will look like as we transition further into the game.
I need mana.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I need mana too, but I'm not really complaining about it. I'm just permanently low on energy. Some blue vial could definitely solve all my problems. I mean, it could even, you know, squish it down into a pill form. Wouldn't that make it easier? Take the mana pill, a blue pill if you will, and all your magical problems are solved. Alright, Deckard Kane, get to the road town.
Deckard Kane, you've got to get out of here.
Sort of the vibe of what I meant, but yeah. Alright. It's so hard to line up your projectiles. Or I like, the hitbox is a little janky, I guess. There wasn't that many guys over on this side like I thought there would be. Last time there was like carver packs or something. Alright, let's go back. If I use the waypoint here, I can use my portal.
It's locked.
It is indeed. Just, I don't know, ignore all these things. Occasionally throw a couple of spears at them. I don't know. The range doesn't seem that far. Like it doesn't really travel beyond the screen size at all. Alright. Deckard Kane.
Stay a while.
Identify my shit. And I get a ring. And then I sell it back to her immediately because it's almost always garbage. Sell this. Sell this. This is the dirk that Griswold dropped. Also junk. All junk. 1 mana after each kill. Like, that's the kind of shit that I need. But, like... also, we could just buy rejuvenation potions. But, like, not tier 2 health potions is really funny. Okay, so... what do we got going on? We got, like, a bunch of poison resist stuff. And then if I want to get... where was it? It was one of these. It was like 300,000 for mana steel. Which is 6 times the amount that I have now. But... getting extra gold percent is only at 90,000. Well, I'll look at... yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I've only got 89% extra gold from monsters. I'm only get 6% extra XP because I need to be level 24 for this one to turn on. It's a little bit annoying, but that's fine. Alright, let's use my portal and go back to the dark wood. So that I can preserve where I was here with the clear. Ooh, interesting. Is that a meditation aura? Or was that frost? Alright, I think the plan is just to run and gun. Do we do countess? We got a Worldstone shard. Wait, what if I Worldstone shard my Javelino? I cannot. That's interesting. Because it's ethereal and not magical? What if I do it with my Dagglerino? %30% chance of getting magic items? Okay. Increased chance of replacing this weapon with a better one. Sick. Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, the Worldstone Shard is basically the corrupt mechanic from Path of Exile, where something weird and unpredictable will happen. Which is kind of fine in the early game, because if it like does kind of pop off, then that's sick, but late game when you're like really relying on your gear more, it's better to use it on something you're not actively using. Whoa. Oh, and there's the shaman that needs to die also. I'm gonna start shift attacking more. Where's your leader? Here he is. Okay. One of the skills that I really miss from playing other modded ones is Scrabble had a sorceress skill called Throwing Staff. And you would throw your staff and it would chain between targets. It was very cool. And it gave you a reason to use skills like enchant and stuff. Basically made your attacks do more damage, and then it would like basically melee sorcerers. It was really cool. One of the things that I feel is a bit lost because of the resurrected release is that mods don't really have the power to change the game that much as they could the older stuff, which really sucks. Okay, taking a couple hits here. Whenever I throw my stuff, it always feels like they just sidestep it. Just really unfortunate. Let's just hold a couple of blues in the inventory. Why is there so many fucking shaman? Go away. I don't even see him. Oh, here he is. Follow the trail of resurrections. Look at this monster density though. Yeah, okay. Not enough mana because I'm using it slightly too quickly. Alright. We're almost at level 14. Do we do the countess? I think so. Holy shit. It might be difficult if I can't fix my mana problems soon to be able to, you know, commit to doing some of these side things. But yeah, also not having a big pierce, only 30% pierce is kind of low. So I don't think I clear stuff just too fast. Just yet. Oh, I want that purple one. What? Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, so the mana value doesn't seem to increase. I'm going to take the damage boost for sure. And And the upside of double throw is that you throw two things and they both have a chance to pierce. I guess. Is that the upside I'm trying to play for? There's three of them. Amethyst, sure. Sure, it's all money. So all I really need is literally anything with mana on kill or mana steal. And then I'll be able to do just fine until I can purchase my own one. And then, like, what's the first skill that I get? Something attack speed? Something damage? More critical strike? Probably not. Something that gives more physical damage? Oh, my helmet's taking damage. Alright. A lot of games that do durability get really annoying. Mostly because it's like, oh, your weapon's broken, you can't use this anymore. But there's been very few times where it's like been a huge annoyance to encounter durability in this game. Because like your armor pieces getting broken is just like, yeah, my defense might be lowered. It might make my life a bit harder. Some of the future games, it's like if you die, all your durability is lowered and your run becomes harder to accomplish. In general, it's kind of like whatever. Whereas like this seems kind of inoffensive. Some of the other games, like Zelda games, where it's like, oh yeah, you swung your thing, your one good weapon, and it's broken now. Congratulations, you wasted it. This kind of sucks. But also, I think the durability chosen is like really small. And I know that they're trying to encourage that you're just like scavenging and picking up stuff as you need it. But that's not the kind of game Zelda has always been. It's always been like a, you've now unlocked Rock's Feathers, you can now jump. Like it's never been a looter kind of game. So I can understand how it's kind of like a departure from the norm. But for the most part, I mean, as a mechanic, it does not bother me so much. But I feel like in this game in particular, it's like at its most inoffensive. I don't know if I'm getting any closer to where the Countess is. But I found the exit. There's a waypoint for Black Marsh, isn't there? I might need to go back to town just to repair. I think it's not the worst. I am taking hits. I'm like doing my best not to use my rejuvenation potions. Because yes, it does give me mana, but also it's the only thing that like heals instantly. My Amazon literally died because I used a regular healing potion, and I took a second hit in that window where the potion was like kicking in the heal. Oh, stand still. Okay, well I found the waypoint before I found the tower. Where's the damn tower? Do I want to use the waypoint to go back and do my stuff? Probably not yet. Charm. What's the charm? Tender life? What is this, a prison? Alright, now that we've recovered from that joke. surely it's on the path. How did I get so detracted from the path? It seemed like it was a dead end. But also I don't see it. There's a lot of skeletons right there. I think with melee splash, I would be okay to play melee barb and fight big packs like that. But I think I really would want life leech or something if I'm standing next to them for all my attacks. Like if I'm directly tanking all the time. Also, I don't think there's any way to get past the scarabs if I'm bloody melee attacking. Because there's no way to dodge the lightning that they cast on hit. So maybe it is for the best that I play ranged, at least to get through Act 2. Because surely that'll make it a bit better, especially if we're both ranged. Alright, there was no Countess Tower here. Do we spend the time finding it? I think it's better to push ahead. I might just push ahead and get the Cloister waypoint and then come back, perhaps? Because I'm not sure, like, my goal is to be making choices that means I'll get to this mana regen problem solved sooner. But I don't know what that will look like. So it's kind of awkward. What do you want? You want a spear? You got a spear. Oh, I don't, I guess. Alright. Trying to avoid emptying out my belt also. I would rather just open the menu and use that. The stuff on the belt is for emergencies. New helmet, 3 sockets. Until I get new and better jewels, it's not worth it. So this is Tamo? Yeah, okay. Cool. Am I pushing a little far? That is a good question. I am taking a bit of damage. Especially for the ranged guys, are a bit brutal. I'm trying not to be sitting here on half health all the time either. But some of these skeleton archers specifically are a bit hard to avoid. Let's grab these potions. Try and avoid walking into some of the fireballs too, because I think that'll do a lot of damage. On account of the fact that I have negative 100% fire resistance. Alright. Take those, grab all of that. Okay. Let's drink one of these. Let's keep it moving. Okay, my follower engaged and for some reason they aggroed on her really aggressively. Oh my god, that fireball does hurt. Crazy stuff. Although somehow she's doing just fine. I think her resistances are better. Yeah, 48. Sorry, 84. Instead of 93 like mine. Not much better, I guess. I guess the Highling has to be pretty tanky, otherwise they get to be a bit frustrating. Not a Wellstone shard. Just ignore them. What do I want a Wellstone shard this time? It must be magical or above, I think, because it wouldn't let me do my ethereal javelin, which is non-magical. There's a lot of fireballs. What the hell? Is it like a multiple shots deal? What is bro doing? It's not even a unique pack. It's just bros doing that default. What the fuck? There must have just been a lot of them. Okay. I think we're almost there. First couple of levels, so this game is like really interesting because it is really a slog while you're trying to like get your skills and your beginner gear and stuff together to like actually be a character.
It's locked.
But in vanilla, you don't hit level 30 until like really late. So you're expected to use these base skills for like a really long time. Which is kind of crazy. But conversely, even if you, let's say you hit you hit 30 at Act 5, normal difficulty, that's still ahead of the curve for being 1/3 of the game. So I don't think it's like ridiculous from a mathematics perspective, but there should be like a hump where it like greatly slows down after you've unlocked all the skills, and then you're refining rather than exploring. I think exploring should be quick and refining should be slow. And that's kind of the problem, is that like exploring is really slow. And I don't mean like moving around to different places is really slow. It is, but not for this particular argument. I mean exploring the different ways your character is supposed to work. Okay, we need to get there soon.
I need mana.
Yeah, these fire mages are chewing us up. Okay, give me these. Okay, this one is at least unique. Oh, we got more health potions. Let's grab those. All my loot, when I get back to town, is just going to be pots. Oh, there's a well here? Alright, well let's spend all that mana killing things then. That wasn't difficult to do. It's very easy to spend all your mana when you only have 46 of it. She's tanking just fine. Ish. She's about to die. But like, she was tanking a lot of stuff.
Thank you.
And the pot didn't really heal that much. They do have pretty good like natural recovery if you just wait long enough, I guess. Rare jewel.
Impossible.
Sure. Yeah, I just need to like stack as much resistances and shit as I can. I'm a bit less concerned with defense right now. I think when I hit Act 3, because of the what are the little guys called? The Stygian dolls? Oh, I think they come. I think it's the same skin but later. But yeah, the really fast small guys. I think having a good defense check against them will be important. Alright. Sick. Grab that gold. Whoop, whoop. Gonna make up my mind exactly where I want to be to fight these guys.
I need mana.
Oh my god. Oh my god. she's gonna die. When I level up, does she heal? I know I heal. But does it heal her as well? Or does when she levels up, she heals? Wouldn't it be great if when I had a birthday, I suddenly felt at full health and mana? Instead of feeling like shit like I do every other day. Wouldn't that be something? Video game mechanics, I wish for in real life. Alright, come on.
I need mana.
Yeah, I know. The Devil King are kind of tanky. Or I'm not doing enough damage. It's hard to tell. Alright, let's go back to the encampment. Let's get Kane to ID our stuff. Yup, skill. Alright. An extra 25% damage. The attack rating is pretty good. It's not legibly different. 25% extra damage is legibly different. It's like an extra 30 flat currently. But the extra chance to pierce is still only 2%. I think it's not worth it right now. I think it's more worth it focusing on this to get more flat damage. Okay. And I'm going to need to repair stuff also, so let's not forget about that. Okay. We got some good stuff, didn't we? 10 to life, 7 to life. This. I'm gonna hold on to the shard for now. We got a ton of amethysts. And then the rest is potions. That's fine. Alright, let's go repair. Oh, you're telling me about the Hydric Malice. That's fine. I'm at 70. Regenerate mana percent. That is half as expensive as Mana Leech, but 10% mana regen. Like 10% of fucking 48. Oh man, it's not good. I could just get more flat mana. Probably not worth it. No, what else? Thorns +5. Or resistances. It's pretty good. I'm gonna need resistances. And then, like, do I take this stuff? Like, Deadly Strike percent is pretty good. Even if I just take the 10er. Or I just take like 10 of each of these on a charm, it's like gonna do a lot of work, I think. I did not mean to keep. Oops.
What can I do for you?
You can buy these gloves. Yeah, okay. Some things to think about for future episodes, but that is going to wrap up this episode. Maybe we'll go back and do the contest next time. It just felt like we were spending too much time wandering around and not finding it. Or we will push through and do some of the jail, do some of the dungeons. That's normally a whole episode, if not more, because this is such a big area. And look, if you want to check out more of the series, I will have the playlist up on the screen. If you've missed the beginning, you want to go back and see what some of the other characters did before they heroically died, then that's the place to do it. And if there is a new episode up already, you can find it in there as well. So just click every button on the screen, and then next week we will hopefully complete more of Act 1.